Most people aren't failing because of money or time. They're failing because of something that they don't even notice. The very common lie that you hear from people that are considering starting a business but always have a reason that they're not is because they're lacking the money or the time to start. Well, I'm here to tell you that that is just not true. Business does not necessarily cost you a whole bunch of money, all right? I started my business with under $100 and I'm already signing my first clients. Now, this can depend on what kind of business you get into, obviously, but not all businesses cost a lot of money, and many of them, I would like to say 90%, are under like $1,000. Now, time is something that can be dedicated, but there is a way that you can cut down the time that you spend working on the business, which is by using AI. Using AI to automate things can also help your business, along as can be your business. That is something that you can offer to other businesses, and maybe that's what your business is to make AI automation tools so that other businesses don't have to waste time doing the work themselves that AI can do for them. But otherwise, there are a lot of businesses that offer that, so maybe you want to reach out to them and see if they can hook you up with some software that will get you a lot of the boring hassle stuff over with quickly by using AI. The biggest enemy for young entrepreneurs that want to start but don't know how is unclear direction. They have no plan. They don't pick a direction and go. That's the number one thing. Because if you're on a fence and you don't know if left or right is the correct direction, the only way to figure out is to pick one. And the earlier that you pick one, say you go left and right's the right direction, the earlier you go left, the earlier you realize that that is not the right way to go. So then you can hurry up and come back and go the other way. But if you stay on the fence, you're never gonna know which direction is correct for you. Just pick a direction and go with it and start, because whenever you fail, you learn. All right. I had plenty of startups myself that completely failed, that didn't even get launched. But you know what? I learned something from each one and I'm still building upon that today. Now, clarity looks like you with a plan and you following that plan every single day until you get what you want. And then, even whenever you get what you want, you continue to follow that plan because that is what made you and put you in the spot that you wanted to be in. Now, this can come down to getting rid of distractions, like maybe there's a girlfriend in your life that just tears you down or takes up all your time, which, I mean, fine, like if you love her, then love her, but if you know that's going to take away from your business, I don't think it's right for you. But then this could also be dealing with video games. I've totally cut video games out of my life. 2 years ago, not even like half to 6 months ago, I was not addicted to video games. I played all the time. Like it was just normal for kids my age. But now that I have locked in on business and I've gotten so much more done, I've quit video games entirely. My PS5 is still sitting here next to me, but the monitor that used to be here isn't even here, so I can't even play because I don't play with it anymore because I knew that there was a distraction, and now I get so much more done without video games in my life. This could also be your phone, so whenever you're working, you want to set it somewhere or even leave it outside of the room. Right now I'm recording on it, so obviously I can't do that. But set it outside of the room so it's not even a distraction. And many people like shut the blinds and everything like that too, which I usually do whenever I'm working on my business, so it's not for the videos. But yeah, shut the blinds, complete darkness, just you and the computer, and that is what clarity looks like. You are going to force yourself to figure out what needs to be done because you have nothing else to do. You're stuck in a dark room that has no other electronics other than you and your computer, where you are working to start the business of your dreams. Now, if you're struggling with a business idea that you don't know if it's going to work or you can't even find one at all, here are 3 questions to completely clarify if that business idea is going to work. The first one is, what exact problem or pain am I solving? Now, for entrepreneurship, the number one business to start is one that solves a problem or a pain, because it will be extremely easy to find customers that have that pain that will buy your product, compared to just one where you have to convince them that they have a problem that they're not even sure if they have. The second one is, who feels this pain the most? Now, this is talking about finding your target audience, because that is very important to understand the people that you are going to be selling to and the people that you want to reach through social media marketing or however you try to get it out to your customers. The third question you should ask yourself is, why am I the right person to solve this? Customers or clients love a personal story. They want to be able to connect with the person that they are buying from, especially if you run a social media page that you are selling through that, which I would highly recommend personal brand. That is the number one way to sell something, is if they trust you and like you as a person, they're going to be much more willing to buy from you. Somehow be able to relate this problem that you are solving and your product to your own life, which is based off of if this is your passion, which I would highly recommend picking something that is your passion, so then you will never burn out and it'll be easier to discipline yourself to continue with the business. And make sure you offer something unique, which comes along with your story, you understanding the customer's perspective, and then being able to implement that to say, wow, I went through this too, and that is why I know how to help you guys, which is exactly what I do. I didn't know what business to start, so I was in your guys' positions, and now I help people find the right businesses for them because I knew that that was a problem that I had. So I can relate to that, and I can offer something unique, which is me going through that same exact problem. But those are some of the reasons that many businesses either fail or don't even start, and why so many possible young entrepreneurs just give up before they even start. Now, comment your business idea that you want to turn into a profitable business in the comments, and I will reply with something that I would improve it with, or we can start working together and I can hook you up with the program and the one-on-one coaching. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.